Good morning, my name is Oria. Welcome to LaSikwi. LaSikwi, which is Creole, means the sugar mill in English. LaSikwi was built in the year 1860, and during that time, sugar cane was the main crop grown here on this estate. In the year 1546, sugar cane was introduced to the Caribbean, and for a hot and wet climate, sugar cane spread from the islands, therefore becoming the most valuable crop of the West Indies, and then we earned the reputation of being called the Sugar Islands. LaSikwi is now a privately owned estate where various crops and flowers are grown for local uses as well as export purposes. Okay. Behind me here is the water wheel. In order for that to work, the force of water was used from the river through a canal dug at the side of the mountain by hand and through this brown pipe here called the aqueduct. The water fell onto the wheel, tried to spin, and with spinning motion, allowed the machinery here to function. Sugarcane, which is related to the bamboo, after the sugarcane has been planted, it takes 10 to 20 months to be harvested. Of course, sugarcane is sweet, so it used to attract rats, and the rats attracted snakes. So in order to harvest, they have to cast the dry leaves on the fire so the smoke can chase away the rats and the snakes. The sugarcane was placed through here, dragged and crushed by the rollers, and the juice was collected here into metal buckets and then brought to the boilers. The cane fiber was later collected, placed in the sun to dry, and was later used as fuel for the boilers. Over here we have a piece of machinery which was connected to a generator. This here is called a dynamo. In the early 20th century, LaSikwi was leased to the government of St. Lucia to provide hydroelectricity to the small village of Anse-La-Raye, which is about a 5-minute drive from here. The electricity was given to them about 6 to 10 the night, and after that, they had to use their own source of light, like kerosene lamps or oil lamps. And by then, we didn't have television, so it really didn't matter. Okay. Over here, watch your step, please. This here is called a quill. While the men went harvesting the sugar cane, they also harvested limes for the women who sat whole day like this, rolling the limes onto the quill in order to extract the oil from the skin. The oil was then placed into those long boxes here for storage, later then packed into barrels and sent to England for cooking and cleaning products. The lime itself was brought to the machine. It was crushed using the same process as the sugar cane. The juice was collected, then placed in those wooden boxes here, called vats, then stored into barrels and sent to England. This is called the British sailors' limeys because of the lime juice, because it was a cure for scurvy. Here we have the boilers. There are 4 of them, from largest to smallest. The fresh cane juice was poured here together with some lime juice in order to cleanse it. When it started to boil to a certain level, it was hand scooped from boiler to boiler, getting thicker and thicker until it reaches the last boiler, which is the smallest and also the hottest. And in there, the thick black syrup called molasses was made. The molasses, hand scooped, then poured into cooling pots in the ground, like this one here, to get cold, packed into barrels. I don't have the blue cover, and then sent to England to be refined into sugar. The balance was sent to the rum distillery at Roseau to do the rum, and the scraps were fed to the animals. From Cuba to St. Lucia, Cuba was the biggest sugar plantation in the entire Caribbean, followed by Grenada, Barbados, and Guyana. We closed down in 1920 due to the invention of sugar beet, which was cheaper to process than the sugar cane. So we closed down and then we switched from sugar cane to bananas.